Hey everyone, welcome to Module 2. Um, I think you're going to find this one really interesting. Let's start by, I just want to demonstrate some things. First of all, I need to close these blinds so I don't have weird lines on myself. But I want to show you in Perusall how to annotate a video so that I can start using some videos and you can annotate them in there. So screen share. And I just made like kind of a random pretend video inside an old Perusall. So I'm going to open this up and woohoo, I'm in Perusall. Here's a video. And what you're going to see is that I'm going to start watching it. And when I decide I want to make a comment, I'll just click add comment up here and the video will stop and allow me to add a comment. And then what'll happen is there'll be these little yellow dots down here where everyone has made comments and you can look. So let's see.
Available completely for free. So you no longer have to use the ChatGPT 3.5. Everyone is going to get ChatGPT for free. They also
Okay, so I got a comment on that. It's free now. That's amazing. So see, I just as soon as you click add comment, it stops, you add your comment. So it looks like someone commented earlier. Let's see what they said. Says the new GPT is called 4O. All right. Okay, so as you can see, it's super easy to add comments to a video. Now you know how. Now the next thing is I want to make sure that you know how to check your score. So what I'm going to have to do is enter student view. Go back into the assignment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click up here on my scores. And there's a load. This is an old class, so it's got loads of assignments in it. And I can see that at the moment I have a 0.6 out of 3 is my current score. Your scores, I've changed it so that they're out of 10. I think it just makes a little bit more sense. But that's how you can see. So remember, every once in a while, especially at first, just kind of click my score a little more often to sort of see how it works. I think as the semester progresses, you'll need to look less and less. You'll just have a sense of how you're doing, but it's always there if you need it. So that's one thing I wanted to do. Another thing I wanted to have you look at is adding to your personal page. You may have already done that a little bit. If so, yay. So this is the instructional strategies class. So I'm gonna click on that. It's gonna, well, just takes me down to here. And we're working right now on challenge 1. We're gonna be looking at it for working on that one for a couple of weeks. Well, yeah, it might end up being a couple weeks. And specifically, you're going to be doing 2 things. One is you're going to be taking notes on Make It Stick. And I specifically want you to take notes using a chart and use the same headings for your chart as I've used here. They should always, and this is going to be, you're going to use this kind of chart over and over and over. Notes from the book, why this works, and how I would apply it in my classroom. So here I've said, use space review to ensure learning sticks. Why does it work? Because the brain needs multiple opportunities to process information, not just one or two, and so on. How do you put in a chart like this? I'll put another one down here so you can watch me do it. What you do is you come up here to insert and then table, and then you make sure it has 3 columns. You can always add more rows. And there you go. And then I could just, I can make this one be for chapter 2. And again, I'll use the same headings. If you ever want to come look at my personal page, I've got a link to it in the on the main stage. So if you can always come back to this video, or you can always just come look at what I did. There you go. Also, I want you to change something here. I said that links for the videos for Make It Stick were due June 5th, 8th, 12th, and 15th. Let's take the 5th out. I was thinking it might be a little too soon. So you'll see when you do module 2, we're going to start talking about those videos. You'll see more about that soon. And then I just wanted to kind of introduce the ideas that you're going to be looking at in this particular module. One is, all right, so here's my question for you. If you are coaching basketball, is it better to have your I wanted to say students, but your athletes, I guess you'd say, first shoot a lot of free throws and then practice a whole bunch of layups, and maybe then practice some 3-pointers. I don't actually know if they have 3-pointers in high school, but anyway, is that better? Or is it better to have them like do a free throw and then a layup and then a 3-pointer, and then maybe repeat that in different ways? Which would be better and why? So think a little bit about that, because that's what chapter 3 and Make It Stick is going to be about. And then chapter 4 is one of my favorite chapters because it talks about difficulty. And I feel like a lot of students, maybe you felt this way too, like if you get, you're working on something, if it's hard, possible for you to do it, but hard, have you ever felt like, oh, I'm struggling with this and probably no one else is? First of all, as an adult, you're probably like, actually, maybe a lot of other people are struggling with this too. But interestingly enough, if you are not struggling some when you're working, you probably aren't really learning. You probably aren't really growing your brain. What you're probably doing, if you're not struggling at all, is just kind of reviewing, or you're being asked to do something that just isn't challenging enough to really stretch your brain. And I just find that kind of fascinating. So anyway, those are the kinds of things that you're going to be reading about in a minute. Hope you enjoy it. Bye.